This session we will discuss exercise 4.4 from additional mathematics course for IGCSE and O level students. In this exercise we will cover first 6 questions, and here we mostly apply the factor theorem. And let's start exercise 4.4. In part 1, show that x minus 1 is a factor of this. We have to prove that this x minus 1 is a factor of this, and hence factorize this completely. So one of the factor has been obtained. If it is a factor, then this cube equation becomes a quadratic by the division of this by x minus 1. So we will see this and factorize this cubic expression completely. So let's start 4.4. The first problem, and show that x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial 2x cubed minus x square minus 2x plus 1. So x minus 1 is a factor, so x minus 1 is a 0, so x is equal to 1. So we'll place this polynomial, we place 1 in place of x. So we'll see that if the remainder is 0, then it is a factor. So we have seen that the polynomial is 0, so x minus 1 is a factor, or x is equal to 1 is the solution. So hence proved that x minus 1 is a factor. This is the first part, and the second part we will divide this polynomial by the x minus 1. So this x minus 1 we will divide it, and this 2x square, so it multiply to get 2x cubed, and then minus 2x square here. We'll subtract it by changing the sign. This will cancel out. This is 2x square plus and minus x square, so it's x square, and minus 2 will be loaded here. So x square minus 2x, and now so we have to obtain this x square, so multiply with x. So x square is here, then x is multiplied with minus 1 is minus x. So change sign, so it will cancel out. So this is minus 2x plus x is equal to minus x, and then place 1 here, and minus x plus 1, so minus 1 is here, so this is minus x, and this is minus plus 1, so this will cancel out, and we have obtained 0. So this is the quotient, and this is one factor, this is another factor, and we can further factorize it. So this 2x square plus x minus 1. So this polynomial has this factor. One factor is this, and the other one is this. So we can factorize it, and by factorization x minus 1, and this is middle term is obtained by this one, and then finally x minus 1, x plus 1 into x minus 1. This is the solution. So this is question number 1. Let's start to factorize the cubic expression completely. That we have a x cubed plus 2x square minus 3x minus 10, and we have to obtain we have to factorize it. So first factor is obtained by simple inspection. So we will place this is 10, so we see that 2, 5, 1 and 10 are the probable solution, because this element has to be multiplied with the coefficient of x cube, and one of the probable solution is from one of these. So we try it, and x plus 2, we see that x is equal to 2. When we place x is equal to 2 in this polynomial, the remainder is 0, so x plus is equal to 2, so x minus 2 is equal to 0 is one of the factors. So x minus 2 is one of the factors, so we will divide this polynomial by x minus 2, and by dividing this we have obtained this quotient. So this quotient and this, the product of this x minus 2 and this quotient is this polynomial. So this is the polynomial, and we can further factorize it, but here we can see that this is not possible, because this element is here, the discriminant is less than 0, so here we will obtain some imaginary results. So that's why we cannot further factorize it in a real terms. However, it can be factorized with the imaginary or complex numbers. So we left it here because this is 0, less than 0. This discriminant is less than 0. So this is the solution. So this is the solution. And now part B, and let's solve part E. Here we have 2x cubed minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12, and the probable roots is 12 to the 24. So we will possible solution maybe plus minus 1 plus minus 2 plus minus 3. It divides 24. These are the numbers that can divide the 24 easily. So we put some values here by inspection or by hit and try. There we see that by placing 2, the results are not 0. So this is not the root. Now let's try 3, and by placing 3 we see that the remainder is 0. So this x is equal to 3 is one of the solutions. So x minus 3 is one of the factors. So we take my x minus 3 and divide this polynomial to get this quotient. Divide this, and by dividing we can see this. How we divide, we know, everybody knows that, because this is easy. So this is 2x square, because we have to obtain this 2x cube, so we multiply with 2x square. So 2x square multiply with this x, so we have obtained 2x cube. And by this we will also multiply with this minus 3, so this becomes 6x square. Now we'll change sign to cancel out, and the remaining will come here, and this will download here, and we'll 17x will be placed here, and then by minus 7x this becomes 7x. So this minus 7x square will be here, and then this is 7 3 to 21x, and by changing sign cancel out, the remaining is here. By multiplying minus 4, this becomes this, and this result. So this is factor, and we can further factorize it. 2 for the 8, so 8 minus 8 plus 1 is one of the options. So we have placed it and factorized it. So this is the result. Let's start question number 2. Let's start question number 2. Question 3, solve the equation. So we have to solve it. So we have to obtain some solution. So x is equal to 1. So this x is equal to 1 is placed in this polynomial, and we have obtained the 0 remainder. So this x is equal to 1 is one of the solution. So this is this polynomial may be write down like this, and the remaining is write down as ax square plus bx plus c, because we can also obtain this value by dividing this polynomial by x minus 1, but this is a substitution method. Now we are applying substitution method here. So this is one of the other method. Here we can use ax square plus bx plus c, and we will obtain these coefficients a, b and c. So by multiplying we can see this x coefficient is 1, so a is 1, so we can easily multiply this a x square multiply with this x. So this x extreme coefficient would be 1, and this 35, so this is minus 1, so this is minus 35, so this c is equal to minus 35. Now we have we can compare it very easily. This x minus 1 is multiplying with this coefficient, so by multiplying we can see this this is the results: a x cube, b minus a, c minus b, and minus c. We can compare it. This c is minus c is equal to 35, so c is equal to minus 35. A is equal to 1, so a is equal to 1. B minus a is equal to minus 3, so a is 1, so b is equal to minus 3. So b is equal to minus 3. B is equal to b minus a is equal to 3. A is 1, so b minus 1 is equal to minus 3, so b is equal to minus 2. So b, in place of a we write 1, so this a will be on the right hand side by placing minus 1 on this side, so it becomes plus 1. So minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2. So b is equal to minus 2, and c is equal to c minus b is equal to 33, minus 33. So c minus b is equal to minus 33. So b is obtained minus 2, so we'll place minus 2 here. So this minus 2 minus plus 2 plus 2, it will appear here on minus, so it becomes minus 35. So this is minus 35, and we have already see that these two values can easily be obtained, and the same results obtained here by using this technique. So we have obtained this x square. So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to x square minus 2x minus 35, and this can be further with 35 can be divided into 7 into 5. 7, 5, when we add we get minus 2 and multiply minus 35 results. So by factorization, this x minus 7 and x plus 5 is obtained. So this polynomial can maybe write down it as a x minus 1. This x minus 1 is in a physical inspection. This x is equal to 1. So x minus 1 is one of the factor, and the remaining factors is obtained by this way. So this is the second portion. So x minus 1 and x minus 7 and x plus 5. This is the total polynomials factors, and each factors is equals to 0 to get the value of x, and that is the solution. So the solutions are x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1, x minus 7 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 7, and x minus 5 is equal to 0 means x is equal to minus 5. Similarly, we will solve others problem. Let's solve question D, this part. 2x cube plus 3x square minus 17x plus 12 is equal to 0. So by inspection we place x is equal to plus 1. So by placing plus 1 we see that the result is 0. So x is equal to 1 means x minus 1 is one of the factors. So this polynomial will be equals to x minus 1 and then ax square plus bx plus c, and ax square here we can see by opening this bracket, and we have obtained these results, and from this we have this result. So ax cube, this is bx square minus ax square, so take common b minus a, and x square is common, so b minus a is here. So here cx and minus bx, so c minus b is here, x is common, and then find c. So compare with this one, c is equal to minus c is equal to 12, so c is equal to minus 12, a is equal to 2, and we have to obtain a value of b. So b minus a is equal to 3, so and a is 2, so a is 2. By placing a is equal to 2, b is equal to 5, so b is obtained as a 5. Now we can place this 2, 5 and minus 12, and now we have to factorize it, and by factorization we have obtained this results. X plus 4, 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to 3 upon 2, and initially we have obtained one of the factor is obtained earlier, x is equal to 1, so 1 is also a solution. So the solutions are minus 4, 1 and 3 upon 2. So this is the solution. Let's solve problem number G. This is 4x cube plus 12x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Here in this polynomial we place x is equal to minus 2, and by placing minus 2 we see that the results obtained 0. So this x is equal to minus 2 means x plus 2 is one of the factor. So this polynomial may be write down as x plus 2 with this coefficient, and now we'll multiply with this one, this multiply and then this multiply, so obtain, we expand this to obtain this results. So by comparing the coefficient, this a is equal to 4 and b plus 2a is equal to 12, and then c plus 2b is equal to 5 and 2c is equal to minus 6. 2c is equal to minus 6, so c is equal to minus 3, a is equal to 4, so b is equal to 4, so this ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 4x square plus 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now factorize this further, and by factorization we have obtained 2x plus 3, 2x minus 1, and initially we have x plus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 is one of the solution. So x minus 2, and this from this x is equal to minus 3 upon 2, and from this x is equal to 1 upon 2. So this is the complete solution, because this polynomial has order of 3 cube, so there are 3 roots, 3 solutions. Now move on to question number 4. Here we have x cube plus 5x square minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0, and we see by inspection x is equal to 1, and by placing x is equal to 1 we see that this result 0. So the x is equal to 1 is one of the factor, so x minus 1, x is equal to 1, so x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x minus 1 is one of the factor. And now we write this polynomial by in this way, and by comparing coefficient we have obtained ax square plus bx plus c is equal to this one, and we can factorize it, and by factorization we have obtained this solution. So we factorize it, and here the discriminant is greater than 0, but in a search form it's obtained as a search form. So this is a solution. So maybe 2 taken out common, so it becomes simplified as minus 3 plus minus 7. So 2 solution is here, and the 1 is this. So there are 3 solutions: minus 3, minus 7, under root 7, and minus 3 plus under root 7 and 1. This is the solution. So this is also very important. And this is B part. Here we have x cube plus 8x square plus 12x minus 9 is equal to 0. By inspection or hit and trial, x minus 3. By placing x minus 3 because of minus 9, we can see that minus 3 or plus minus 3 is one of the roots. So we just tried this one, and we have obtained the 0 remainder. So this is x is equal to minus 3 is solution. So x plus 3 is one of the root. So this is one of the root, and this is x square plus b, so plus bx plus c. So by comparing coefficient, and by comparing coefficient we can obtain abc. So once abc has obtained, so this ax square plus bx plus c is equal to this one, and now we can use quadratic formula. So quadratic formula we have obtained by result of this quadratic formula. We have obtained this one. So we have 3 solutions. One solution is this, and the 2 solutions are here: minus plus minus 2 times, and then minus plus under root 37 divided by 2. So this is the solution. Let's solve question number 5. Here we have 2x cube plus 9x square minus 14x minus 9, and here by hit and trial by minus half, we see this one of the results obtained. So 2x minus half means x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 0. So this is 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So by placing this and x square, so this is the polynomial. 2x plus 1 is one of the factor, this here, and this ax square. Now we will compare the coefficient, and we have obtained this result. So this ax plus bx plus c is this. Same procedure as we started. So we can further find out the solution. One solution has already obtained, this half minus half, and the remaining 2 solutions are obtaining. So this way. So this is other 2 solutions. So 2 solutions and 1 solution. So there are 3 solutions. Similarly, for this problem number 6, x cube plus 8x square plus 12x is equal to 9. So this 9 can be shifted here, and this polynomial is this. And now we place hit and trial. We use one of the solution. By placing minus 3, we can see that the remainder is 0. So x is equal to minus 3 is one of the solution. X plus 3 is one of the root. So x plus 3 is one of the root. So this is becomes this, and now we can multiply it and then compare coefficient to obtain the value of a, b, c, and by placing we have obtained a, b and c. And this ax square plus bx plus c becomes x square minus 5x minus 3. So this can be obtained by using a quadratic formula, and by using quadratic formula we have obtained this solution: 5 plus minus under root 37 divided by 2, and this is minus 3, and this is 5 plus minus under root 37 divided by 2. So this here we have again 3 solutions, and this is question number 6. In the next session we will cover from problem number 7 to last one.